Good day everyone, I am Cecilia Cajara, a student of Bachelor of Science in Nursing in Colegio de Santa Lourdes of Leyte Foundation Incorporated, Tabon-Tabon, Leyte. So I made this video for the requirement as a student nurse, and as a student nurse, it is my obligation to know about the cells, organisms, and many other topics that is related to the microbiology and parasitology subject. The first topic that I will discuss is about the structure of the eukaryotic or the eukaryotic structure. The eukaryotic structure. This is the example of a eukaryotic. It is consist of a plasma membrane, and this plasma membrane consists of both lipids and the proteins, and it has a thin lipid bilayer that surrounds to the cell that separate the inside from the outside. Now, let's define the structure of the eukaryotic. So, the first important part of in the eukaryotic cell is the nucleus. This nucleus contains the cell genome, and this is considered as the brain of the cell. This is the brain of the cell. And the nucleus directs cell's activities and contains genetic material called chromosomes that is made up of DNA. And the structure often visible within this nucleus is the nucleolus. Ribosome protein synthesized in the cytoplasms transported into the nucleolus. This is the cytoplasm. It transported here in the nucleolus and combined with the ribosyl RNA to form the small and large subunits of the eukaryotic ribosomes. The ribosomes. The next part of the nucleolus here in the eukaryotic cell is the cytoplasm. This is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a thick solution found inside the cell, and all organelles are found here in the cytoplasm. The ribosomes. This is the ribosomes, para yang appointed single point inside the cell. Ribosomes are minute particles consisting of RNA and associated proteins that function to synthesize proteins. So, it synthesizes the proteins. The proteins are needed for many cellular function, such as repairing damage or directing chemical processes. So, asya niya na ribosome, asya yat nagre-repair if any man magkakamay the function inside the cell. And ribosomes can be found floating within the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. It can be here in the cytoplasms or anywhere inside the cells. The next part in the eukaryotic structure is the mitochondria. These mitochondria make energy out of food that the cell contains. So, asya niyat iya role is naghatag yan energy sikang food na contains ini na cell. After the mitochondria is the lysosome. This is the lysosome. It contains the digestive enzymes to help break food down. So, asya niya it nabulig pag break it food. And after the lysosome is this part. So, this part is named as the Golgi body. This Golgi body consists of a stock of membranes that function in concert with the endoplasmic reticulum to chemically modify and sort the products of the endoplasmic reticulum into those destined to be secreted and those that function in other membranous structure of the cell. And the last part here in the eukaryotic cell is in this part. So that is the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum typically has two types. This is the rough endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum, this is a major producer of glycoproteins and produce new membrane material that is transported throughout the cell, while naman the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it participates in the synthesis of lipids and in some aspect of carbohydrate metabolism. And that's all about the eukaryotic structure. And now the second topic that I will discuss is about the prokaryotic structure. A prokaryotic structure. So, a prokaryotic, its main characteristics is the DNA. The DNA is the genetic material that floating in the cytoplasm. So, one of the example of a prokaryotic is the bacteria. Now, I will define the structure of this bacteria. So, I said a while ago that this bacteria is one of the example of a prokaryotic. So, let's start here. This small hair. This is what we call the pilus or the pili. It helps to connect to other bacteria. So, inihiya na mga small hair asya inihiya na connect to other bacteria. And the next is these small dots. That is what we call the ribosomes. The ribosomes is used for photosynthesis, by which the green plant turns water and carbon dioxide into food when the plant is exposed to light. And you can see that here in the bacteria, ribosomes is bisan niya hain everywhere. Here in the middle of the bacteria, that is what we call the nucleoid. That is the nucleoid. A nucleoid, as you can see, this is the irregularly shaped region within the cell of a prokaryote, and it contains mostly or all of the genetic material. So, asya yan nagkukonsist in hiyahin genetic material. That is the nucleoid. And the next one is just like a long hair. This. And what we call the flagellum or the flagella. This is found in some eukaryotic and prokaryotic, and it's a lash-like appendage which allows the cells to move. So, asya niya reason kaya na inihiya na organisms or cells na move. And also, just like the sperm cells, na move with the sperm cells through the help of the flagella. In this part, this is the cell wall. The cell wall is a protective layer that surrounds some cells and gives them shape and rigidity, and it is located outside the cell membrane. This is the cell wall. While in this part is what we call the cell membrane. This is the cell membrane. It protects the cell from the outside environment and it allows food to go in and release waste substances. That's all about the eukaryotic and the prokaryotic structure. Now, let's define their differentiation. Kung ano't may dat eukaryotic na waray it prokaryotic or kung ano't may dat prokaryotic na waray it eukaryotic. Differentiation between the eukaryotic and a prokaryotic structure. This is a eukaryotic structure, and a eukaryotic structure has two examples. That is the animals and plant cells, while here in the prokaryotics, its example is the bacteria and the archaea. Here in the eukaryotics, its cells contains membrane-bound organelles such as the nucleus, while here in the prokaryotics do not have a nucleus. The eukaryotic have a more than one chromosomes, while here in the prokaryotics there's only one chromosome, but that is not a true chromosome. And its cell type is a multicellular here in the eukaryotic, and here in the prokaryotic, its cell type is a unicellular type. And here in the eukaryotics, as you can see, there's a lysosome. This one is the lysosome. Although wala hiya label nga da, but that is a lysosomes. While here in the prokaryotic, there's no lysosomes, or in these organisms, there's no absence in lysosomes. The prokaryotic has no endoplasmic reticulum, while here in the eukaryotic, there's an endoplasmic reticulum in which it produces the glycoproteins and produce new membrane material that transport throughout the cell. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. The ribosomes. The ribosomes here in eukaryotic is larger, while in the prokaryotics, its ribosomes is smaller compared to the eukaryotic. The Golgi apparatus or the Golgi body is present here in eukaryotics. It consists of a stack of membranes, while there's no Golgi apparatus in the prokaryotic. The chloroplast. There's a chloroplast here in the eukaryotic, but it is only present in the plant cells. There's no chloroplast in the animal cells. While in the prokaryotics, there's no chloroplast, although there's a chlorophyll scattered in the cytoplasms. And here in the eukaryotic, as you notice, you can see a flagella, but there's a flagella kaso microscopic in size laya. So, makikita lang natin hiya once na gumamit kitahin microscope. While here in the prokaryotics, there's a flagella or the flagellum. It is a submicroscopic in size because, as you notice, it is composed of only one fiber cell wall. So, immediately makikita dayon hiya even though diri na gumamithin microscope. In the eukaryotics, the cell wall is found only in plant cells and fungi, and it is chemically simpler. While here in the prokaryotics, its cell wall is usually chemically complex. In overall, as you notice, there's some structure here in eukaryotics that the prokaryotics do not have, like the cytoplasmic membrane, the nucleolus and the nucleus, the nuclear membrane, the mitochondrium, and the cytoplasms.